Welcome to Happiness Matters Podcast Edition. I'm Goddess Valentina, the Healing Goddess. I have a passionate quest to help anyone whose heart is open to receive enlightenment, love, and just a heartfelt message. I will continue to add to the universe light and inspiration for the people. My mantra is, when you feel better, you do better. Today's message is focus and execute. You have the ability to get whatever you want. Now, this might sound so crazy, like, yeah, right, sure, I don't think so. But you're looking at it wrong. If you want a house, whatever you want, take an image, a picture of it, put it on the wall. Now, move away from the wall and sit down and stare at it. Now, when you stare at it, all your decisions, all your thoughts, and all your words have to be aligned with the end result, which is that picture. And so you need to be making decisions, doing research, having conversations with anyone that will aid you into the end result. And that might take a lot of work. You might have to learn something new. You might have to go back to school. You might have to get additional training. You might have to just, get out there and start networking. It does take a lot of work, but it's worth it. Once you align on the path to get to your end result, you will get there. You will absolutely get there. And it might be a struggle and stress, but it's worth it. It's difficult to have many things going on and still focus on your end result. You need to have laser focus and focus all your energy, all your heart, all your prayers, all your meditation, all your mantras, all your focus on the end result. And it will come. In time, it will come. And you need to make milestone markers to let you know that you are moving forward. Be careful who you share with your end result to as well, because there are lots of people and they might be unhealthy and unconscious of what they're doing or what they're saying. That can deter you from your end result. Okay, so it's so important to really think about what you want to do. And if you want to try this, you can start with small things that you want to get. So, for instance, if you want to save $3,000 because you want a car for a down payment, put a picture of the car up. When there's sales and when there's things that you want to buy, you don't. Because you have an image of something that you're working for. And in the process, it's going to be so challenging. But once you get used to, I'm doing this for that, and you're programmed, it will become easier and you will have more momentum, okay? And you will get it. Happiness matters. Your happiness matters. The whole reason why I've created this podcast and my Etsy shop, Happiness Matters 88, and I have WordPress too, Happiness Matters Web, at WordPress, is because I was born a happy person. I was the joy and happiness sprewed from me. And maybe it's because it took my mother 10 years of trying without IVF or any of those things. She just kept trying for 10 years and she gave up, and eventually I came. And so I guess the joy that maybe she had inside of her came through me, but I'm a joyous, very happy, very bright, optimistic person. And I'm so thankful to be blessed this way. It makes life a lot easier than trying to learn how to be this way. But it's very powerful to align yourself with your goals, with positive thinking, not self-doubt, not victim, not any of that. No way. You can get whatever you want. Everything will align properly. Things will move out of the way as long as you're clear. The problem is a lot of us are not clear on what we really want. And we second guess ourselves and talk ourselves out of everything. But when it's time, it's time. And if it's come up time and time again, or different people in your path have just randomly said things over and over again that you know, but you choose not to, that is not good. You are delaying your course. You are delaying what is divinely yours. So let's figure out what that is, that interference, that energy that's in us. Okay, so we might need to be doing some purification. We need to be doing some spiritual baths. We might need to be doing some incense, burning incense that cleanses all the different layers of your energetic body, removes any of that static incense. Let's quiet our mind. Let's get focused. Let's get aligned. Let's start anointing ourselves with essential oils in our energy centers. Let's do what we need to do to calibrate and align ourselves properly. Okay, focus and execute is important. A lot of people talk all the time and don't do nothing. And it's so exhausting because you want these people to launch. Launch already. Figure out what you want and let's get it done. This world is a moving world. This world you're supposed to be in motion. So there are things that I know I need to do, but I don't talk about it. I am processing it in my mind. Okay, when I get this, then I do this and that, and then I'm focused to do this. I'm processing in my mind how to do it. I stop talking about I want to do this, I want to do that. I don't want to add to the universe stuff that I might not accomplish, because words have power and their energy. Thoughts are energy. You ever been thinking about somebody for a while and they call you or they find you? Yeah, thoughts are serious energy. We could be tethered to people, and energetically we have to understand how energy works, which there's so much wonderful videos on YouTube about this. It's unbelievable. There's a great channel called Spirit Science. It's phenomenal. It took my brain to another levels, that channel. But you need to know how energy works, how this earth works, and how do you play a part in it. You're just not some person walking on earth getting banged up. No, everything that you do is powerful. You are a huge, powerful being. You can do so many things with focus, with right focus, right thought. Okay, you need to heal yourself if you have emotional damage. You need to work on that. You need to work on those voices. You need to get yourself together in a clear, healing space. You need to move away from anyone that's not a part of that end result. That takes work, but it's worth it, isn't it? Isn't it worth it getting what you want? Has to be. Just floating along, that's boring. Don't you want to be living? Don't you want to say yes everywhere you look? Everywhere you look in your life is success. Whatever that is, do it. Do it. Get the end result. Take the picture and sit down and stare at it and say, going forward, all my decisions, all my thoughts will be based upon me getting to this result. You need to have billboards, something in place of focus, and you need to keep this quiet within self. Because the doom and gloomers, they're right there with their axe to cut you up. And it could be your close friends. Remember, people, even though they're your friends, they're also going through a human experience. So as you rise and as you correct and heal yourself, your friends might not be rising with you. And it can start to become lonely. You can start to have tension. You guys start to become not aligned. It happens. Spiritual journey can be very lonely, but it's worth it. The reason why you need all these people around you is because you haven't built yourself up. You have no idea who you are regarding without these people. If you're twins or quadruplets, those are different category, but you were born singular by yourself without a whole host of people. It was just you in the womb, relaxing, connected to your mom. And when you came out in this world, you were a warrior. You had to cry for food. You had to be very demanding with your needs need to be met. And you needed your stuff. Yeah. The baby is a warrior. You don't know how to form words yet, and so you use actions and signs and symbols. You do what you need to do to get what you need. The baby is very focused on what he needs or what she needs. So can you. Stop getting involved in other people's stuff and want to be needed and all of these things. At the end of the day, after you meet everyone's needs and stuff, where are you? Miserable somewhere in the darkness, unhappy and unfulfilled, looking for somebody else to give light to. That makes no sense to me at all. It's hard work, but if you want it, you do it because you deserve to it. You have a path that's already been written out and designed. And if you need to fulfill this before you go on to a different place, you need to fulfill this. And you cannot prolong this with nonsense. And then you're upset, and then you think something's wrong with you, and this is the way life is supposed to be. Absolutely not. This universe, this earth it's a balancing system. Everything is energy. Your thoughts, your emotions, as you move through the day, you're creating energy. Your words that's coming from your soul, coming out of your body, the words that's coming out of you, where is that coming from? You have a lot of different layers to you, and they need to be worked on. Work on them. When you feel better, you do better. And you'll continue to want. If you want to have a $500,000 house, then it's yours. But do the work that's necessary to keep that mortgage payment going. Align yourself with right-thinking people that will aid you to get to that place. And what is the work involved to maintain a beautiful home like that? And what kind of salary do you need? What kind of credentials? What kind of credit? What kind of stuff do you need to get to that goal? And say, you know what? I don't care how long it takes. This is my goal, and I will not settle. I will not settle. And do it, and go and get what you want, and be happy. Your happiness matters. You have a voice. Let your voice be heard. Speak your truth. You matter. Oh my God, you matter so much. We need you to be your strong, authentic self, to rise. We need you. You were placed on this earth for a reason, not to be a victim, not to be banged up. No, get yourself on the good foot. Get yourself aligned. Get some proper wisdom in place. Look to the people that have what you want. How did they get there? What decisions did they make? And copy the formula and rise. That's it. That's what you need to do to get to your goal. And I'm telling you, you'll get there and it will be glorious. And you will be so fulfilled at the challenge of what you need to get there. I have a personal goal too. That it's like, I don't know. I have my own little things, but I've pushed through them and say, this is a hard journey. But you know what? It might take you 1.5 to 2 years. But if you put the work in now, you will enjoy the rest of your years on this earth, And I need to get out of all the stuff that's in my mind and just do it. Push all that, make a list of all the things and reasons why you're this way, and put your end result how you want to be, and just focus on that person and say, you know what? You're going to get back there. You're going to get back there. You're going to be better than where you were the last time. And you're going to do it and you're going to get it. So your happiness matters. I'm Goddess Valentina, the Golden Radiant Shimmering Light. I have an Esty shop that helps with clearing negative energies and purifying yourself, because spiritual interference is serious and it comes from everywhere. And it's the people that love us the most can interfere with our goals the most too. They can really cause some havoc if they have a direction of how they want to see your life. It's what makes you happy. How do you see yourself? That's what I want to know. How do you see yourself? What are you doing? And how do you get there? Let's put some pictures up. If you have a place where you don't have a good privacy, put it in a notebook and spend time every day focusing on that. And, have some things in your backpack, your bag, your purse, or your car. Have things that remind you of your end result so you stay focused throughout the day as you're going through life. But you definitely can get there, and you can be wonderful and glorious doing it. Just stick to the end result. Remember, focus on the end result. And every decision that you make, every thought, every feeling has to align with the end result. So anyway, your happiness matters. And this is Goddess Valentina. And I want to say thank you. And if you want to visit my Esty shop just to send some love, it's the shop is called Happiness Matters 88. So it's www.esty.com. My WordPress is Happiness Matters Happiness Matters Web. And then it's at wordpress.com. So thank you so much for listening. Your happiness matters. Focus on the end result, and hope to see you with your new creations and your new happiness. See you soon. Bye.